So today, lads, we're going to be talking about some speculation in the Dewanna Bonner situation. And obviously, when it comes to all of this is, again, absolute just speculation. Complete speculation. I do not claim to have insider knowledge, nor do I claim this to be 100% real. We are just talking about something. And the reason why we have to talk about this is there is this big issue amongst the WNBA that random ass people on social media seem to know more than the freaking teams themselves, it seems. Like, because a lot of these players are like going out of their way to like kind of they have weird parasocial relationships with fans as well, and a lot of news leaks. And this was by the person who leaked that Olivia Miles was not coming back to was not going to WNBA way earlier than everybody else. And not only that, it's like you're seeing now this being almost believed as truth. But again, there is always has to be some skepticism. But we're talking about this situation in a way that is like, obviously it's not talking about it like it's fact, but there might be some truth to this. And this is it right here. Have some inside information off the record so you don't have to take my word for it. And Dewanna declined 2 trades the Fever found for her. One as early as week 2. She wanted to go to a specific team. So declined the trades. Didn't want to go to said teams. And this didn't provide any value back, unlike other players who recently seemed to be wanted traded. Learu, Mabry, Dana out of Chicago. And there was a little bit more to one of these posts as well. And there was a little more to this post. And there we go. It says here, same source that provided me the information about Miles not going to declare for the draft. This was the person who leaked that. This was the person who leaked Olivia Miles not going into the draft, which is why I'm making a video on this and why I'm talking about this. Because again, we're not talking about it like it's fact, but we have to discuss we have to discuss if this situation is real. It says here, this is personally the issue I have. It's okay if you want to leave and don't like fit, but the force to hand in front office to waive you and bring zero value back to being paid $200K. Teams have been advised not to pick her up for the same reason. And she just doesn't want to be on the team. Like, it's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. She does not want to be on this team. She wants to play for the Phoenix Mercury. She probably feels like she messed up in the off season. She probably thought, you know what, I can go and play a little bit in Phoenix, or I can go and play for maybe not a minimum in Phoenix, or I can go and play for a max in Indiana. I can be around my kids, all of this. And she just decided very early that's not what she wanted. And like, that legitimately makes sense. All of that makes sense. It would make sense that Dewanna Bonner went back on her word. And a lot of people, and one thing I will say with this is that a lot of people are going to say obviously Dewanna Bonner is in the wrong. And I actually do think Dewanna Bonner in this entire situation, regardless of how everything played out, regardless of whether or not this is real or not, Dewanna Bonner is in the wrong. Even if this is false, even if this is 1,000% false and it's all bullshit, even if that last thing, the way Dewanna Bonner handled the situation all around was wrong. But, I mean, it makes sense. Maybe she tried to play for a while and it just didn't work out. But yeah, it's just a bad situation. And because no one has heard the full story, like in the NBA, the full story would be out. The full story would be out. And because nobody knows what is what's happening, it leads to this speculation being taken as fact. And I mean this when I say this, like, until we know what it is, there's going to be more and more speculation. However, it sounds legit. We have to admit that it sounds legit. It does. This sounds like something that is very likely to have happened. That is very likely to have played out this way. They tried to get her a trade to Phoenix. Phoenix weren't willing to offer anything back, because why would they? All their players have been important players. And so they go and don't get anything back for her. But then all of a sudden, like, she doesn't want to play. She only wants to play for Phoenix, and it continually spirals and gets worse. And in the end, she just says, you know what, it's not worth it for me anymore. I'm just going to quit. I'm just going to quit on the L team. And look, this whole situation is just bad for everybody involved. It's bad for the Indiana Fever. It's bad for Dewanna. It's a bad look for Dewanna Bonner. And I wonder what everything happened in Indiana, because I wouldn't be surprised if this is exactly how it played out. But we need to also know the reasons why things played out like this. Like, I have a feeling that Dewanna Bonner was promised stuff that she didn't get in Indiana. That is again, I don't know anything, but my gut feeling is that Dewanna Bonner was promised. That she was promised quite a lot of things that the Indiana Fever did not give her. Like, I would not be surprised if Dewanna Bonner was promised to have the offense being ran, the system being ran by almost to her. Being like, you know what, we don't think we can win with Caitlin. We want Caitlin to facilitate you. Like a Christy Sides to Aaliyah Boston. It's like, we want Caitlin to pass you the ball. We don't want Caitlin to shoot the ball. Like, it wouldn't be that surprised. I wouldn't be that surprised if these players were being fed false promises coming into the season. And yeah, all around, it's just a bad situation. And it's a really bad look, in my opinion, on the Indiana Fever front office, regardless of who is more wrong. Because I don't think anyone's going to really argue that in this entire situation, what the Indiana front office did was right. And, like, in my opinion, if Dewanna Bonner was trying to force her way out, if she was trying to force her hand, then what they should have done was, what they realistically should have done was just cut her. Well, say not cut her. They should have sat her. Just sit her out. Like, okay, yeah, we are good. If you don't want to play for us, that's fine. That's fine, but we are not giving you what you wanted. We are not giving you what you wanted, if it's true. Like, and you might be saying, oh, Dewanna Bonner's a legend. They're not going to do that to a legend. It's like, man, you're either with us or you're against us. At this stage, you're either with us or you're against us. And if you are against us, you are against us. But yeah, that is just my opinion of it all. I think we don't know what the truth is. Like, we've had Christine Brennan say stuff, and a load of people are like, oh, Christine Brennan is, like, clearly lying. Like, Christine Brennan has an agenda. And I'm like, Christine Brennan does have an agenda, but she also has one of the most stellar reputations in sports media, to lose. Like, Christine Brennan lying, she would lose her entire reputation. And I just cannot see Christine Brennan going out of her way to ruin her reputation for something as minor as this. But yeah, that's the video. See you guys.